Fresh Express Coleslaw, just $1.99 for a 14-ounce package. For your Cut Match Grilling, Purdue Fresh Value Pack chicken thighs or drumsticks, only $1.99 per pound. Wishbone salad dressing, just $3.49 for a 15-ounce bottle. Kingsford Match Light Charcoal, only $7.99 for a 3.1-pound bag. Blue Ribbon, white hot dog or hamburger rolls, just $3.59 for a 12-ounce package. Have a safe and happy Cut Match holiday from the Marketplace.
You can count on us.
Good evening, everyone. You're watching Bermuda Tonight. It's Wednesday, July 31st. I'm Jasmine Patterson, and thanks for joining us. Startling news this evening. Police were called to the Gibbs Hill Lighthouse in Southampton today after a man climbed to the top and threatened to jump off. The incident happened at around 3 p.m. with a man said to be Bermudian and in his 30s. The lighthouse keeper and a member of the public thankfully intervened until police arrived. A short time later, police negotiators were able to eventually talk the man down safely without further incident, and the man was subsequently taken to hospital to be assessed. Well, it's that time of year again when thousands of residents and visitors are expected to flock to the island's beaches and parks to spend the day and camp during the Cup Match weekend. But officials tonight are calling for the public to cooperate with officials who are expected to be out in force at posts all around the island. The Department of Parks has sent out guidelines for the public to follow. Campers have been urged to enjoy the holiday weekend, but also to follow the many rules that have been put in place. Well, Tarai Trott goes over some of them.
The Department of Parks has already allowed campers to start setting up their camping and picnicking equipment. Campers will be allowed to camp until Sunday, August 4th. However, the department has made it clear that all equipment and property must be removed by Tuesday, August 6th, or it will be disposed of. Public beaches and park gates are currently open so that patrons can get their equipment and property into the parks and beaches. However, the gates will be locked by park rangers at 9:30 tonight. Elsewhere, the Department of Parks has published some useful tips for the Cup Match period. Maintenance staff will be on duty collecting trash and cleaning bathrooms. Park ranger staff will patrol the parks and beaches and enforcing the law and addressing any incidents that may arise. The lifeguard service will be on duty at Horseshoe Bay, Clearwater, and Turtle Bay. Staff assigned to control traffic flow and parking will be on duty at Horseshoe Bay, Elbow Beach, West Whale Bay, and Clearwater Beach, as well as Turtle Bay and the Cooper's Island Nature Reserve. Officials have put in place special arrangements at Horseshoe Bay due to heavy traffic expected during the first day of Cup Match. Parks Department staff alongside the police and TCD officers will be on hand at the beach as well as ambulance personnel. Traffic flow and parking at Horseshoe Bay will be heavily controlled, and once the parking lot is full, access will be for dropping off only until spaces open up. Officials note that there will be times when the parking lot is closed to all traffic in order to clear any congestion. Patrons are advised that the closure of Horseshoe Bay will be at 7:30 p.m. in order for the cleaning of the beach to begin for the use of the second day of the holiday. Park and beach users at Horseshoe Bay are reminded not to block the gates as they must remain clear at all times for access by Parks Department, maintenance, and patrol vehicles, as well as emergency personnel from the police and fire and ambulance. The Parks Department emphasizes that the cooperation of the public is requested during the holiday weekend.
Thanks, Tarai. We'll have more for you after this short break. Stay with us.
I got these for seasickness last week, and they're terrible.
That's strange.
I know. I put one behind each ear like you're supposed to, and nothing happened.
These are tablets. You're meant to take them with water.
I got this pump for my asthma. Hasn't changed anything.
Show me how you're using it. It's an inhaler. You're meant to breathe it in.
Well, this toothpaste, definitely off.
It's a hemorrhoid cream.
Well, that explains why my gums are shrinking.
Time in a bad mind. Wanna run things every time. Out on a flex, no girl vex. What anyway? Follow put your hands on again. Now me no stop love how the girl them flex. Pay hard clothes and make a next girl flex. Me no stop love how the woman them a flex. No stop live big and make a next girl. They all a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of money, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam, sing along. I would like to be the only in your life. I want to be the only man, real quality, I wanna make sure.
You may not be a movie star.
When we say, oh, God bless, on the nose.
Yeah, we not a farm. Louis V don't no fat farm. Whips my did that,
Oh, they're getting paid, not played. Pushing Escalade and rocking Prada. No more drama with your day, yeah, much time getting paid, not played.
I was the poster child of health. I exercised, I ate fruits and vegetables, and went to bed early. I was convinced that I was throwing away my money paying health insurance every month. Then I had a bike accident and things changed. Thankfully, everything was covered by my insurance. I was one of the lucky ones. Some of my boys don't even have insurance.
Imagine a Bermuda where every person has access to the care they need when they need it most. A message from the Ministry of Health.
As you already know by now, the Cup Match Classic is in the east this year. So with that said, Bermuda Skyport is reminding the public not to erect any structures within 3 meters of the L.F. Wade International Airport grounds. It is strictly prohibited by law and can pose a security risk. Michaela Pearman, Marketing and Communications Officer at Skyport, says, "We know that camping on Kinley Field Road is a tradition enjoyed by many. However, we ask that campers and members of the public at large be particularly mindful of these restrictions. And be warned, those refusing to comply could risk having their property removed." Now let's head over to the AccuWeather headquarters to see what's in store for us over the long weekend.
AccuWeather is presented by BF&M Insurance Group. We now go to AccuWeather headquarters.
The BF&M Insurance Group is pleased to bring you tonight's AccuWeather forecast. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brittany Boyer, and as we start off here with the big picture this evening, you can see we've got a lot of moisture to our south, actually a tropical wave that is increasing the showers and thunderstorms down toward Haiti, also the Dominican Republic. Yesterday, San Juan, Puerto Rico had some record rainfall, and over the next couple of days, this moisture is going to be working its way around the periphery of the high pressure system that's just off to our east. So what does that mean? Well, there are going to be some summertime showers over the next couple of days, but so far the forecast is actually looking pretty decent, which is good news because we have Cup Match Day coming up, and anytime we can keep things on the dry side, that's what we like to see. Still can't rule out a pop-up shower or two, but we're not expecting any significant wet weather that will impact Cup Match Day as we get into the next couple of days here. So here's a look at what's going on a little bit closer to the island. Again, we just have these pesky summertime showers, hit or miss. Not an all-day washout event. So that's exactly what we're going to be looking at here over the next couple of days. Over the island right now, we've got temperatures in the low 80s with humidity right around 70%. A light wind out of the southwest, 5 to 10 knots. The water is still very warm right now at 87 degrees, and really no marine issues if you're here on vacation, you're heading out on a boat outside of the reef. Just a slight chop out there with waves between 2 and 4 feet. There is a thunderstorm advisory though for this evening. Again, anything that we see is going to be pop-up in variety here. So we're not expecting any thunderstorms to last for the long duration of the night tonight, but there could be a thunderstorm and also a couple of spotty showers as well. Low 78 degrees for tonight. And here's a look at your tidal times. We have our high tide coming in just after 9 o'clock tonight. And hey, I thought it would be interesting to break down some of the numbers for you here since it is the last day of July. Our rainfall for this month, under 3 inches. Has been a relatively dry month here, but luckily we are still running above normal as far as rainfall is concerned for the month, or at least for the year here in Bermuda. For tomorrow, high of 87 degrees. Again, there might be days, but no widespread rain. The tropical wave is impacting areas like Jamaica, also Barbados, kicking up more showers and thunderstorms. We're also watching another tropical wave a little bit farther to our south and east into the Atlantic. Right now, no impacts are expected for us here in Bermuda. Your gateway forecast, you can see where we're expecting some thunderstorms for tomorrow. And look at this forecast. Looks great for the next couple of days. So hopefully you enjoy your time as you are out and about here. Friday, 87 degrees, partly sunny. Next chance for some more widespread rain looks to arrive by the end of the weekend.
AccuWeather was presented by BF&M Insurance Group.
This summer I was in Germany on holiday with my family, and on a whim one day my son and I joined a speed sliding competition, and as I came down the water slide I went straight down in the pool and whacked my left foot on the bottom of the pool, and I looked down and I didn't see a foot. I just saw the bones sticking out and I started to feel faint. I was ambulanced to a hospital where I stayed for 11 days and had surgery. I had snapped all the ligaments on both sides of my ankle. And in the middle of all this stress and pain, we thought, how are we going to deal with health insurance? How will we pay for this? And I got a response from Allison at BF&M, and she said, your admission and surgery will be covered at 100%. I didn't have to put it on a credit card and deal with a reimbursement later. It made such a big difference to us. And for me, the BF&M difference is stress-free insurance when I really needed it.
Now over to sports. Earl Basden has the latest from the sports desk.
Come tomorrow morning at the Wellington Oval, one person will be looking forward to proving a lot of people wrong. St. George's Cricket Club captain Lionel Cann, who a year ago was written off, with many saying he had played his final cup match. But Cann is looking forward to this year's classic.
First of all, it's nice to be back as captain. I think it's good. It allows the youngsters to free up a little bit and take the pressure off. They can apply all the skills and stuff that's going to be needed to be Salsa team that's dominating right now. So our thing is we picked a really good team, a positional team. Guys are good in all the positions, and we're looking forward to coming out and playing some good, exciting cricket.
Bermuda put on a valiant display of squash as they took on Chile in the 9th to 12th place playoff match in Peru as the Pan American Games squash team event begins to draw to an end. Noah Brown was first on the court and he would fall in straight games 11-2, 11-8, 11-4. Michael Franklin then took to the court and he would pick up a win for Bermuda but needed all 5 games to do so against Maximiliano Camaruja. After falling in the first 2 games 11-9, 11-6, Franklin then changed gears and winning the 3rd game 12-10. He would then level the match at 2-2 and he won the 4th game 11-3. Franklin would then close out the match winning 11-7. With the match now level at 1-1, Nicholas Kaheim took to the court, but he would go down 11-8, 11-6, 13-11, with Chile winning 2-1. Earlier in the day, the Bermuda squash team began the knockout stage and they would go down 2-0 to Argentina. Bermuda sailors Christian Eben and Magnus Reinstad are competing in the Volvo Gale Optimist British and Open Championships. In a fleet of 116 sailors, after 5 races, Eben is in 4th place with 12 net points. He has not finished outside the top 4 in any race. Reinstad is in 11th with 23 net points. Reinstad has 5 top 10 finishes in the races sailed thus far. The Bermuda Football Association announced the boys under-15 national team that will participate in the under-15 CONCACAF Championships at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Bermuda have been drawn in Division II Group H and will open their tournament against Antigua and Barbuda on August 5th at 10 a.m. The next day, Bermuda will take on Aruba, and they will close out their last group match on August 8th. Grenadine. 3 Bermuda Football Association referee assistants will be center stage at the Under-15 CONCACAF Championships that will take place at the IMG Academy in Bradenton, Florida. Chairman of referees for the Bermuda Football Association, Cranston Williams, said this was a special occasion.
Today it gives me great pleasure to announce to Bermuda that 2 of our assistant referees, Stafford Mabry, here on my left, and Clinton Hayward, here on my right, will be going to IMG, Florida from August the 2nd until the 9th. Basically, to put it so you understand, it's like they're being put in the shop window as a professional. They go down there and perform as we expect them to. Then hopefully come November, I'll invite you all back again for another press conference where they should be on a FIFA list, which is like a professional referee. This has been a labor of love. It's been a long, hard journey for both of them. We've nominated them in the past. Things didn't go quite our way, but now they have been accepted this time. We also have Miss Alana King, who's not here at the moment. She'll be accompanying them, and she's our first ever female. So the program is definitely growing leaps and bounds, and we're going to continue to strive for excellence, as they say in CONCACAF.
Meanwhile, Willie Clemens scored, helping his Bowden's BK teammates advance to the final for the Stora Coupe Norrbotten Cup after a 3-1 victory over Notavik. Nicky Wells made an appearance for Burnley in the 82nd minute in their 6-1 win over Nice. Nathan Trott's AFC Wimbledon teammates earned a deserved draw against Premier Club Crystal Palace. Trott was an unused substitute in the match. Milan Butterfield and Norrie Scott made appearances in the Kidderminster comfortable 5-0 win over a Wolves 11. Osaji Bascom and Justin Dunawa started for Darlington's second-string team that scored 3 times in the second half to win 3-2 at Ashwinning. Dunawa scored the team's second goal. Following the conclusion of the NACAC Age Under 13 and Under 15 Championships in El Salvador, we can now bring you the overall results and standings for Bermuda. Bermuda finished the championship 6th overall with a score of 23,997 points. The Bermuda girls Under 13 finished 9th with a combined score of 4,435 points. The boys also finished in 9th place with 5,314 points. In the Under 15 girls division, they finished 10th with 6,126 points, while the boys finished 8th with 8,122 points. The Bermuda Hockey Academy men's team competed in the 7th annual Four Girls Hockey Cup on the campus of UMass Lowell in Boston, and they were crowned the 2019 champions. The team played 3 games on the opening day, winning all 3. They won their opening game 2-0. They picked up a 1-0 win in their second game, and then won the third game 3-1. The Bermuda Hockey Academy then played 2 further games on day 2, losing 3-0 in the first game and losing 3-2 in the second. Despite the 2 losses, the Bermuda Hockey Academy finished with the highest point total of 9 points at the end of the tournament and were named the champions. The Bermuda Hockey Academy goalkeeper Troyan Davis was named the tournament MVP.
If your doctor refers you for a CAT scan, think of Bermuda's leading private CT service, Brown Darrow Clinic, where we pay special attention to privacy, comfort, and parking right outside our door. And our scans are read at the Leahy Hospital, Brown Darrow Clinic, building trust one patient at a time. 297-3333. Now open evenings and weekends.
Race smart, not hard. Sage advice that Caitlin built upon to make her name in cycling. These wise words came from her coach, Dominique Mayo, who helped take her to the next level and secure victory in the Bermuda Grand Prix in 2018. That boosted her confidence and led to a superb third-place finish in a time trial at the Caribbean Championship. Caitlin trains hard and routinely traverses the island on her bike, burning enough calories to indulge her weakness for chocolate croissants and cappuccino. An avid traveler, she has visited every continent. Next stop, Peru and the Pan Am Games.
Get grilling this cup match with certified Angus beef bone-in ribeye steaks. Only $16.99 per pound. Whole seedless red ripe watermelons, just $12.99 each. Hellman's mayonnaise, only $5.49 for a 30-ounce jar. Hunt's barbecue sauce, just $2.09 for an 18-ounce bottle. Sargento shredded cheese, only $3.89 for a 7-ounce package. Shelley Bay, Heron Bay, Modern Mart, and Price Right Warwick stores will be open both days of cup match from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Every home tells a story. Your story is all yours.
Big kid, too cool. I make my own rules.
Wherever you live, whatever your style, express yourself.
My style says what's up. Don't wanna ever grow up.
So many styles to help tell your story and create your unique dream home.
We're gonna stand out, break away from the crowd.
Start shopping for furniture at U.S. prices today. Lifestyle Furniture is Bermuda's newest furniture store and is proud to be the home of the #1 furniture company in the world, Ashley Furniture. Visit lifestylefurniture.bm or stop by our showrooms today. Lifestyle Furniture, this is home.
Well, here on this Cup Match Eve, Gary Moreno today ventured to the East End for a visit to Wellington Oval to get a first-hand look at preparations for the annual Midsummer Classic. For any other reporter, it would have been a run-of-the-mill assignment, but as you're about to find out, not for Gary.
Things went awry from the get-go. I had been previously warned by St. George's MP Renee Ming that the East Enders were having none of my, as she puts it, shenanigans this year. In fact, the difficulty I was going to face became apparent before I even made it across the swing bridge.
Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Afternoon, officer. I'm all right. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Can you shut this vehicle off, please?
Sure.
May I see your documents?
Yes, ma'am. Are you talking about the documents that were required for me to come into St. George's?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
So you're heading into the town of St. George's today?
Yes, ma'am.
How long do you plan on staying?
But I was hoping that I'd be able to spend 2 hours to get a good piece done and then back out the road.
No, sir. These documents only authorize you to spend half an hour in St. George's.
Half an hour? Officer.
Half an hour.
And if I stay beyond that?
You would definitely be escorted out of the town of St. George's.
Thank you, officer. I'm guided by you.
You're welcome. Have a good day, sir.
Then I was made to go back and get clearance from St. George's supporter Nikki Crockwell, who for no good reason kept stalling me. But it was thanks to the intervention of San South MP and oddly enough St. George's resident Jamal Simmons that I was able to go about my business. It was then on to Town Hall to ensure I still had the necessary clearance to make my way to the ground. That having been dealt with, behold the promised land, Wellington Oval in all its splendor. Yes, I of course had to speak with club president Neil Painter just to get a fix on how things were progressing. Not that there was anything much left to be done. It seems like things are coming together better than expected down here in St. George's for the two-day classic.
Yes, well, definitely going well. But first of all, as a Somerset fan, did you get all your documents stamped as you came through St. George's? Because I think that is most important first.
Yes, Mr. Painter. I went to the town hall and I didn't see anyone there, but I do have my documents stamped. Okay. It's in the vehicle if you'd like to see
Okay,
them.
well, we'll get clarification after this. But no, the atmosphere is very electric down here at St. George's with everyone decorating their camps. As you can see, we are ahead of the game. We're only hoping that Mother Nature continues to shine on us today so that we can just complete the task.
Well, it looks like them boys are going to take some serious sun out in the middle come the next 2 days.
Well, that's what I'm hoping. Because we want 2 days of sunshine. Not only, I mean, obviously it's going to be hot for the cricketers, but, you know, we want the fans to come and enjoy 2 good days of cricket and social atmosphere.
Of course, everything's in place from a security perspective, in terms of entertainment, in terms of people having as much food and drink as they want.
Oh, most definitely. We've hired SAS Protection Services. They've been doing a wonderful job for many years for us. The vendors are here, snowball stands, alcoholic beverages, and juices as well for everyone to enjoy.
So it's just a matter of people coming down here tomorrow morning from what time?
Our gates open at 6:30 a.m. both days, so get here early because obviously you do have to go through security, and that is for the safety of the fans as well. So, you know, come down early and just enjoy the 2 days.
Of course, all the attention will be focused out in the middle over the next 2 days as St. George's seek to wrest a coveted cup from their rightful holders. Yeah, I said it. So who better to talk to about how the pitch will play than my favorite groundsman, Mr. Rayner. Now, as is customary, you know I'd usually take a peek at the pitch to see what's happening under there, just to see what the batsmen and the bowlers are going to present it with come the next 2 days. But this year I was warned not to touch anything at risk of being arrested. So I decided I'd leave any questions and the provision of any answers and any information that we could glean with regard to what the pitch is going to be like to the chief groundsman, Mr. Rayner, looking resplendent in his blue. Mr. Rayner, tell us please what we can expect with this pitch tomorrow and Friday.
Well, to expect, that's a hard thing. From my knowledge, I know you think you're sitting at Lord's or somewhere like that, or watching something. You never seen play like that in Bermuda before. We gave a short example with the junior cup match, and we just pulled them apart. So we're just hoping with the ground set, Neil Painter, ENC Valve Drilling, and all the other affiliated members, plus HSBC, and all the other sponsors that they had to help me to give me the materials that I need to give us something that's out of this world.
So it sounds like we're in for some fireworks tomorrow, am I right?
Fireworks from all one.
All around work continued apace as the finishing touches were put on the various camps, some only waiting though for furniture to be put in, as was the case with Alan Casey, a member of the original Brotherhood.
The original Brotherhood was over there back in the 80s, late 70s. I'm the only one that comes cutting this now. All the brothers everywhere was 12 of us.
So how many of you were there initially?
12.
And you're the only one?
The only one left that comes cutting match.
Last man standing?
Yep, everybody goes birding, fishing, wherever.
So what has made you decide to continue with the tradition?
I'm a club man. I'm born and bred in this club. I was born right there in the Great House. This is my backyard.
But not all the men down here were putting in work, so to speak. Renowned football coach Kenny Thompson, for instance, was taking it easy for a change and waxing philosophical about the two-day classic.
I love cup match. Cup match is a vibe. The whole setup, everything around it, you know, the reason behind it, the cricket, the camaraderie, the social aspect of it. It's just a great vibe. I love it. I guess the best quote that I've heard, I was told by Vincent Coultrot, the Somerset Cup match legend. He said that it's not cricket, it's cup match.
For Leroy Richardson, this year's cup match will be particularly meaningful.
My father, Toby Richardson, captain St. George's.
Right.
And for the first time in my 72 years of my life, this is the first year being to cup match without my father.
Sorry to
he just passed this year.
Sincerest condolences.
So I just want to say that.
So this would be for him, this would be sort of a victory for him, would be an honor in his memory.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine what a St. George's victory would mean for Mr. Richardson. A victory that understandably those who call Wellington Oval and its surroundings home seem to think is a foregone conclusion.
This is the best team in Bermuda. This is the best team.
What makes St. George's the best team in Bermuda then?
I don't know, they're just the best.
St. George's is the best. We're going to win the game. What do you think?
But you're wearing red.
I don't care about the red shirt.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Who's winning cup match?
St. George's.
Why you say that?
That's my team.
So what if I tell you Somerset is going to win because that's my team?
You're lying to yourself. Why you're lying to yourself because they're not going to win. St. George's is won the cup more than Somerset.
However, there was at least one other person who, like me, thinks differently. I just wanted to ask you, because you seem to be a very brave soul, to be sitting down here in Somerset colours.
Couldn't take them off. Why shouldn't I support my team?
Despite the fact that you might be in hostile territory?
Oh, I don't worry about that. Bermuda were taking the cup. I don't have...
Of course, we all have our favourite team and the final outcome won't be known until Friday evening. But the atmosphere down here is truly inviting. So make sure and get to the ground before the first ball is bowled and be part of this truly Bermudian experience, which, after all, isn't cricket, it's cup match. Gary Moreno, reporting for the Bermuda Broadcasting News.
Sears is Bermuda's largest home appliance store with over 200 appliances in our showroom. We have refrigerators and freezers, gas ovens and electric ranges, washers and dryers. Sears has a wide selection of craftsman's tools and accessories. Beautify your home with our lawn and garden tools. We have everything you need for outdoor entertaining. Located at 41 Victoria Street, Sears is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sears, reliable delivery, quality service, and everyday low prices.
Dave Miners is accustomed to representing his country overseas. He ran for Bermuda at both junior and senior levels at the CAC Games, the NACAC, the Island Games, and the World University Games. Dave is the Bermuda national record holder for indoor 800 meters and 1,000 meters, and has won Bermuda national championships in 800 meters, 1,500 meters, and cross country. He has brains as well as brawn, earning bachelor's and master's degrees from Franklin Pierce University. Dave is a 6-time NCAA All-American and a 2-time Carifta Games medalist. On home soil, he was crowned Front Street Mile champion in 2018. Definitely one to watch at the Pan Am Games in Peru.
Bermuda Broadcasting Company is pleased to present the 117th Cup Match Classic in St. George's this year. Breakfast at Cup Match starts our day with Ian Rollins on Power 95 at 8:30 a.m. Join Ian as he interviews team captains, players, former players, and fans who will share their thoughts and predictions on this year's game. At 9:45 a.m., our league commentary team with Alan Richardson, Dwayne Sluggo Levra, and newcomer Alan Douglas will provide an in-depth analysis on the Cup Match game. Stay with our team Thursday, August the 1st and Friday, August the 2nd. This special presentation has been presented by lead sponsor HSBC, Lindo's Group of Companies, Colonial Insurance Limited, Phoenix Stores, Surface Trans Limited, East End Asphalt, and BAC Universal Electric.
Okay, he made it. Great. Okay, thanks. And that was just to confirm that Gary did indeed make it out of St. George safe and sound. And that's all from us this evening. We hope you have a safe and enjoyable Cup Match weekend. And to the side wearing red and blue, on behalf of all loyal Somerset fans, we're counting on you. I'm Jasmine Patterson. Good night.
Jasmine Patterson's wardrobe and makeup is provided by Gibbons Company.